Hey guys, Angel here. Welcome to another edition of Q&A with Angel today. Today I'm answering a question from a viewer about confidence. She says, Angel, you seem to be so confident. How does a woman be authentic, truly confident within herself? And I love this question because my answer to your question is simply this. To be an authentically confident woman takes a lot of practice, but this is a great starting point. Number one is she has to know who she is. Number two, she has to know what she can do. Number three, she needs to know why should the rest of the world care. So knowing who you are as a person, what's your favorite color, what do you like to eat, what do you like to do for fun, what is it that you can do, what are your natural skills and talents and abilities, or what are things that you've been trained on in your life. And lastly, why should the rest of us care? When you can articulate why we should care as a society, why you're here on this earth, your confidence will go through the roof. And a lot of people faulty on this very thing because they don't take the time to get to know who they are. Knowing who you are is essential and key, and it's one of the reasons why I'm constantly advising people to spend time alone, to meditate, to pray, to have that time with God. That's how you get to know you. Think about it. When you are in an intimate relationship with someone, how do you get to know them? You don't really get to know them in the movie theater or out on a date, across sitting from a table at dinner, or in a loud club. You don't really get to know someone when there's so much stuff going on. You really get to know the heart of a person when there's solitude, when it's just you and that other person having a heart to heart. That's when you really can get to know a person for who they really are. And that's the same way you're going to get to know who you are, is that you have to spend a lot of quality time with yourself in order to build that confidence, because like I said, you have to get to know who you are, get familiar with your skills, your talents, and your natural abilities, and get comfortable in the talents and the things that you have been trained in. Do not take those things for granted. So many of you guys have so many degrees from college and you guys aren't even using them, or you have totally set them on the back burner because you feel as though that you don't need them now in your work, which I understand that. Even if you don't need them, be confident in the fact that you went through those years of schooling to get those degrees. Do not negate the things that you've already done. And lastly, when you can articulate, when you can walk into a room, or if you go to a networking event and you can clearly tell people what it is that you do and how you can help them, your confidence will go through the roof, and it will be a godly confidence. It won't be an arrogant or a cocky thing. It will be a godly confidence that will exude from within because you spend a lot of time by yourself. I cannot express that enough. The more you spend time with yourself, the more you get to know who you are. And when you get to know who you are, that's when you can confidently introduce yourself to other people, because you're good. You know you're good with who you are. You know who you are. You know your skills. You know your talents. You know your natural abilities, and you know how to articulate that into the world and into the marketplace. You will confidently approach any situation that comes up in your life. But remember, you have to put in the work, and you have to put in the time to develop the knowing of who you are. Do you ever go to do something like brush your teeth, or like what I'm doing, pull your shirt up, and you start to see the form in your arms from you working out, and you get all warm and fuzzy inside? Oh,